Metalcore of the Ukrainian variety. I'm in Marrakesh. Sprinklings of death metal, prog, and a huge serving of gent. Marrakesh, bitch. Tales of darkness, despair, and the shit that is mankind. Marrakesh. Jinjer are back with their 5-track EP, Micro. I'm in Marrakesh. Okay, one and all, now before I get started today, I'd just like to apologise for the sound and the picture. I'm not sure what either was going to look like, but I'm recording this on my phone. It's the audio that I'm most worried about, but it's not too much wind, so it should be okay, hopefully. I'm in Marrakesh today. For anybody who was wondering why I didn't do an update on my PMA channel, as I'm supposedly supposed to do, this is why. Filming is fine, but getting anything uploaded from here is not going to happen. Here on my rooftop terrace. I'm actually sent here through work, would you believe it? That does not happen often. But anyway, what the hell? I'm here to talk about the Jinjer Micro EP. 5-track EP, which has just come out. Jinjer, they're a Ukrainian metalcore band, and they were formed in 2009. And thus far they have released 3 full-length albums, 3 EPs, this being the 3rd. And this is their first release since 2016's King of Everything. I have to say that I'm pretty unfamiliar with the band. Just trying to find some shade. Yeah, I'm pretty unfamiliar with the band as it goes, but I have heard their Pisces live session because of just how damn popular it is with the reaction video crowd. A cheap, tacky and easy way of getting views with 0 effort. Don't be bitter. Show love to those talentless fucks. Let's do this. Marrakesh. First track is called Ape. Meshuga style gent riffing sets things off here, with more than a hint of Gajira, prog, Devin Townsend in particular I found in here, and also more than a hint of Mastodon. Tatiana does a great job with the aggressive vocals, but I have to say her clean singing voice is pretty good as well. And actually I found there were parts of it that kind of reminded me a little of a female version of Mike Patton from Faith No More, those of you too young to realise what that reference is, you twats. There was also a cool death metal section on the bridge. The song pretty much covers what God would say if he, or she, or other, or nothing, or both, or not at all. Look down at us now and see what he's created and what we've become. Oh, here you are, vertically standing, he who calls himself intelligent, but has not much for understanding. Here you go, Mr. Know-It-All. I made a mistake when I created you a long time ago. I'm only trying to have a stab at doing YouTube videos. Marrakesh. Next up, we have Dreadful Moments. The instrumentation on this one is very dark, foreboding and menacing, and that makes absolute perfect sense when you get the concept of the lyrics behind this song. The lyrics pretty much speak for themselves on this one. Limp footsteps stump to my door. He's coming down the corridor. Tears wash my face, I cannot stand. These lessons taught by my father's wreckful hand. Later on in the song we get a melodic, cleanly sung vocal that almost belies the darkness of the song. Mother, would you come and save me from this hell? Oh mother, I can't take this anymore. Please, oh please, let me feel your hand on me forevermore. I beg you crying out, cease, reign of horror. I apologise for the location change, but it was absolutely boiling up there for my England-Hampshire skin. Musically speaking, we get huge amounts of gent riffing. We get a real cool blast beat section involving the drums. I've moved into the toilet. And also a touch of neurosis. The band, that is. That's the back of my head. It's motherfucking Marrakesh! Next up, we have Teacher Teacher. Along with the obvious gent stylings, we also get some new metal influence here with some hippity-hop spat lyrics, courtesy of Tatiana. There's a definite influence of Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall, both in terms of the concept and almost literally at one point. Please, teacher, teacher, leave us alone. Now, I have to confess that the first half of this track didn't really pique my interest that much. The whole new metal style hip-hop vocal delivery is something I've heard way too many times before and I've never been that great a fan of it. But to be fair, from the halfway point onwards, it gets much more interesting. Everything just seems to breathe more, it gets kind of bigger, and Tatiana's vocals go more to the clean melodic side, which she's more than capable of and I really enjoy. Lingering power chords, lush, clean guitar lines, before this huge, unrelenting gent outro that sees us out of the song. That's what an outro does. It's Marrakesh! Up we have Perennial. A beautiful ambient, clean-picked guitar lulls us into this song. 4 discordant gent guitar amps things up and we get a snare sound that sounds pummeling. The main riff, however, while largely gent in feel, has some thrash elements thrown in with some galloping triplet feels to it. The chorus goes into melodic territory once again and we almost get a section that's kind of ambient lounge jazz, if that's even a thing, with a hint of OPEF. A new world tradition of mass destruction in the name of total reconstruction. That's my script. It's Marrakesh! Final track of the EP is the title track itself, Micro. And this is a really vibey instrumental piece with a heavy emphasis on groove. Sounds like everything's being played on acoustic instruments in a kind of finger style. It's got that real sort of acoustic fingerstyle vibe. And it has to be said that this one really showcases the talents of the rest of the band. Great musicians. In terms of a score, I'm a bit torn between this. Personally, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 because it's not necessarily my kind of thing. The gent thing has kind of got a bit old for me, but there's no doubt these guys are great musicians. Tatiana's got a great voice and they've got a lot to offer. I'm almost tempted to give it an 8 out of 10 because I think it is actually deserving of that, but for me personally, it's a 7. So, what next? I'll be back next week for the Papa Roach review. What else is there? Oh, Arch Enemy, their covers album. I might try and get some other stuff in. I'm going away next week as well to Rome with work again, so it's the way I roll, bitch. So you may get another one of these shitty reviews.